begin.
Right. Live on Twitch, baby. Come hang out and stream, man, if you want to. Primo. Damn couch.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked for someone else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Results in a first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
and he's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He sends up the screen to Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Again, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he pulls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady is the 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time they got the lead.
Whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Romo. And incomplete on the deep ball. And he lost the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
2nd and action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Don't forget, knowing where the first down line was, this defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They put more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And Ingram holds it in. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right
can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Off play action, Romo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on
One
the move
viewers,
on
one
first down.
MOT alarm clock, 28M46S.
Romo now to throw. They set up the screen to Dorsett. He takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays harder to move it.
Romo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now it's Romo. He's going to let it fly. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They do snap it. Now Romo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. That was good for 37 yards. And carries like that, looks like they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. And let's close this one out.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He'll drop this down to Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Morton Anderson.
And this defense looking like they have come to
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 5-yard line. Now McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll try again with McCoy. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Lawrence Taylor on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Steelers nothing.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. Here's McCoy. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it?
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's across for 2 points. Yeah, gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
Now they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here's a former star locally at Pitt, a Heisman Trophy winner. This is Tony Dorsett. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
And it's third down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. A shotgun snap for Romo. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about. All deep throws during this time of year.
went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's Romo now on second down, and he whips that one incomplete there.
Intended
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing. that
One
goes for a
viewers,
quarterback.
smile, emoji alarm clock, 50 and 13S.
It helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on third down, Romo. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They are going for it. It's Romo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. Randy Moss, 88 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Give the cap to them.
To the air again, Romo. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
22. Steelers 8.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And a fair catch signal for and take it successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do for the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
Caused all of that.
caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. It also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Romo. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
viewers, smile, emoji alarm clock, 1H32N54S.
That's a really nice tough run inside, and he gained 5 yards on it. And you're right about it. Most offenses don't expect to gain 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their own little pep in their steps and start to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down is Romo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are right on to their lead. And they'll make this a 16-point lead. Touchdown. Here's Anderson to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Laying up wins here. Salary return, pretty good field position. Starting try again with a first down now. It's a play fake. Now Vick. He'll let it go deep for Baker. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nailed Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road wanting to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped down each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. Him up 5, 1st and 15. Romo now to throw. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Romo. They set up the screen to Dorsett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, Romo. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hit that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
On 3rd down, Romo. And that will be incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Morton Anderson for the field goal drive. From the left hash, this from 37.
7-yard attempt.
Anderson's kick is good. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy with it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they first and 10.
One viewers, smile, emoji alarm clock, 1H54N43S.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for three, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get it here, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. A shotgun snap for Romo. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw on third down, Romo going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Operating from the gun, Romo. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. Unable to find Dorsett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. 37-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by LT, the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Romo. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Back to the air they go. Romo on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a first down throw. Romo. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, you're likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Romo. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Romo throwing again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Going for Met, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
That's good.
It's a big play there. 46 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now Dorsett. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Complete 40 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down, and he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see it where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They go play action here on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor, his second sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mahomes firing complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Scoring has really been at a premium. And Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Completion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Third and long here. It's Romo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the 8-time Pro Bowler Steve Atwater. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
One viewers, smile, emoji alarm clock, 2H16M20S.
Trying to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track and it cost him.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ballgame. I think you could go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
On first down, it's Alexander, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Left to go. and 10. From the gun, here's Romo. They find score set. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Hey, by the way, welcome to the AWOLF Den.
It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now it's Dorsett. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
At the 11-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Romo. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Chiefs nothing. Morton Anderson to kick
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
7. Chiefs nothing.
Looking to throw on second down. Gannon. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Ware. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Lawrence Taylor, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much with every play call you have.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Gonzalez. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14. Chiefs nothing. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
To throw on second down, Gannon. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cliff Harris, the 6-time Pro Bowler. And he'll take this across. Field and inside the 45.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Romo here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Heard so many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Tony Romo on 1st taking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. Attention elsewhere to no avail.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Romo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
One viewers, smile, emoji alarm clock, 2H37M42S.
Back to throw, Romo. They set up the screen to Dorsett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Anderson to kick off.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Romo.
from his grasp.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Just beating the play clock. Romo. Escaping the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board.
staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Henry's got it down on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there. First down.
And the Falcons first down.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, there's a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up and go and get something here.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
A first down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. Now on 2nd and 13. Vick, this is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed, so it has to be quicker.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown. They quickly try to make it 14-0.
Yeah, mentioned it already. I'm the roller. To be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way. You put some doubt in their minds.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 12.
They'll fake the give. Now Romo going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete.
One viewer, smile, emoji alarm clock, 3H19 and 12S.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. They'll be down at the 14-yard line.
they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Vic. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Pushing his way through. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Romo. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Yeah, that's a 49-yard line.
And they hand it off to Dorsett. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Romo and DeMarcus Ware there to take him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Romo. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
4 makes it 3rd and 2.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Even 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, on, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, it's Romo. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Second and 10. Romo once more. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
This is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do snap it. Now Romo. They're able to find Dorsett. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Again, Romo to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Fortunately, Gonzalez incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked about one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of the half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, you can take your locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They're going to need a lot of football. Won't have to be played. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Busker is set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one going. We're all 9 up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Anderson to kick off.
Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Being chased at Vic loses the football. It's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think they should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree. Can you tell what I play? Yeah, you play defense. Yeah, I'll let you go.
I took a shot. mistakes, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they...